the encore of terror. Smile 2 follows global pop star Sky Riley as she attempts to piece her life back together following a devastating car accident that left her with chronic back pain and deep personal trauma. Desperate for relief, she visits a drug dealer to buy Vicodin, only to witness his gruesome death. Instantly, she finds herself stalked by a sinister, supernatural entity. As reality blurs, Sky descends into a terrifying spiral of paranoia and madness. The movie starts incredibly strong with an intense opening sequence that immediately hooks the audience. It delivers some genuinely great jump scares alongside a few predictable ones, including a couple that catch you completely off guard. This terror is elevated by phenomenal sound design and incredibly stylish camera work that gives the entire film a slick, polished look. The undisputed highlight of the film is Naomi Scott, who completely carries the movie on her shoulders. Whether she is singing, dancing, slowly losing her mind, or simply reacting to the horrors around her, her performance is so grounded and believable that it is impossible not to stay invested. Her acting alone makes the film worth watching. Complementing her performance are fantastic practical effects that deliver some seriously gnarly, effective horror moments. However, the film's biggest issue is, ironically, its core concept. The signature creepy smiles are highly hit or miss, depending on the actor's face. They either come across as genuinely unsettling or completely goofy. One specific scene involving headlights and a smiling face was so absurd it provoked laughter rather than fear. Additionally, the final act suffers from a frustrating reliance on the what is real and what is not gimmick, instead of building tension. This narrative device eventually becomes repetitive rather than unsettling. Critical breakdown. Deaths and gore 3/5. For a 2-hour movie, there are long gaps between the kills. However, when they do happen, they are brutal, effective, and surprisingly gruesome. This is definitely not a film for horror beginners. Scares 3/5, while a handful of predictable scares fall flat. A couple of fantastic jump scares truly land. Unfortunately, one key scare ends up being unintentionally funny. Characters 5/5. Most of the characters act like actual people and feel entirely believable. Naomi Scott's stellar performance easily elevates this category to a perfect score. Atmosphere and visuals 4/5. Exceptional camera work, phenomenal sound design, and gnarly practical effects make this film an absolute treat to look at and listen to. Sex and nudity 0/5. None. The verdict. Overall rating, 4/5. Despite a few repetitive tropes and occasional visual goofiness, Smile 2 is a must-see for horror fans. Driven by a powerhouse lead performance,